Hey guys, I'm Pedro, and I have been a B group player in the Rio de Janeiro Chess Federation for about 7 months now. But today I want to share with you one of the most interesting combinations that I've pulled off in one of my games. It's also very special because it was my first game, the first tournament game that I've ever played. So I was really nervous. And before I show the combination, let's quickly play through the game, focusing only on tactical aspects. So let's do it. So this is a Caro-Kann defense, a pretty standard line. Slight usual would be knight d7, but I played knight f6 here. G5, knight b7, c3, e6, knight queen b3, queen c7, and this is a blunder. So if you want, pause the video and you can try to figure out why this is a blunder. So I'll give you a couple seconds. This one was not too hard. Bishop f4 check. Taking advantage of the hanging bishop. If he moves the king, I'll just take the bishop. So bishop takes f4, queen takes f4 check, and now I take the knight. So I won a piece. It would seem that I would get a little more relaxed being up a piece, but it's exactly the opposite. Now I had the obligation to win because I was a piece up, and I got more nervous. So queen takes b7, castle king side, queen takes e6, and black has a piece for 2 pawns. Rook f8, queen f3, knight e4, rook e2, and my friends pointed here, although I played knight takes g3, that a very strong continuation would be knight takes c3, b takes c3, queen takes d4, threatening to play rook takes c3, and it would be a very strong way to continue. But I played knight takes g3, f3, queen g5 check, trying to trade queens, queen f4, queen f5. I did not take the queen. I wanted to trade queens, but I did not want to undouble his pawn. So I played queen f5, threatening to play queen b1 check. So queen takes f5, bishop takes f5, rook e3, freeing the bishop, rook a b8, h4, knight b6, bishop a6, knight t5, and if he takes bishop c8, knight e3, bishop a6, knight g2, I'll win a pawn and have a winning position. But he chose to play rook e1, luckily, because now black has a very beautiful continuation that I found. So pause the video and try to figure it out. Okay, so the theme here is this very interesting diagonal, and if this pawn weren't here, I would play rook b8 check, rook b1 check, and really penetrate in white's position in winning fashion. So having this in mind, it's not too hard to find rook takes c3 check, which is a very good move. My opponent thought for like 2 seconds before he took the rook, and this is right, because after king d1, I simply play rook takes b2, and white's completely lost. So he played b takes c3, and now comes the beauty of it. Rook b1 check, king d2, rook b2 check, king c1, rook c2 check, and he resigned here because after king d1 it follows knight takes c3 check, and after king b1 it follows knight takes c3 check, king a1, and rook takes a2 mate. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon.